Today we are taking you on part 1 of our road trip along the Albanian Riviera. Albania is closely located to Greece and is often chosen as an alternative holiday destination because it's more affordable and less crowded. We visited popular coastal areas like Ksamil, which is a fan favorite for tourists, but compared to other spots, Ksamil isn't for us, and instead we much rather preferred places like this. This is Dhermi Beach, and in our opinion, the beaches in this area are far less crowded and even more beautiful than Ksamil. In this episode, we visit alternative options in the northern part of the Albanian Riviera. Driving in Albania is an art and not a science, and it often means you have to watch out for traffic in all shapes and forms. Roads along the Albanian Riviera are curvy and narrow, but for the most part, they're well maintained and easy to navigate. This is Yale Beach, a developed resort town with hotels and beach clubs. Yes, it is gorgeous, but a little too posh for our own taste. So we did what we do best and followed the dirt road instead. It led us to a couple of beaches that were lesser known, mostly frequented by people who aren't bothered by a light hike or campers who sleep there overnight. Based on our experiences, the wild beaches are always so much nicer and enjoyable to visit. Aquarium Beach takes about 15 to 20 minutes to walk to from Yale Beach. But if you have an off-road capable car, you can drive right up to it. The water here is so calm, clear, and perfect for children. During this leg of the trip, we stayed in the Hilltop village of Lofofa for about $40 a night, and we had endless panoramic views of the hills and sea below. In the morning, we stopped for a quick coffee and an omelet for Emmy. Today we picked out another dirt road to follow, which would pop us out at Lofofa Beach, just down the mountainside. While driving in Albania, you never really know what you're going to come across, like whether the road is paved and if two cars will be able to pass each other or not. It definitely requires a little bit of improvising. We finally arrive at Lofofa Beach and notice it's also a pretty busy camping site, but the beach is free, clean, and incredibly beautiful. Okay, it's time to show you some practical stuff like where to get groceries along the Albanian Riviera. You will rarely find large supermarkets and instead small shops like this one. Although most of the shops resemble a convenience store, they really do have all the basics, both food related and even everyday products like detergent or hairspray. This shopkeeper wanted to sell us his homemade Rocky, which is a local liquor, so we bought a bottle for 400 lek, which is about $4. It tasted exactly how you'd expect something in a plastic bottle to taste like. The liter of wine we bought, on the other hand, was excellent and also costed us around $4.50. We recommend booking a place to stay along the Riviera that's in the hills instead of beachfront because the views are incredible and the cost is a fraction of the price. It's a new day, which means finding a new beach to visit. This is Bunetsi Beach, another underrated place with a couple of restaurants and even a stream of fresh spring water that's ice cold. Like most beaches along the Albanian Riviera, you will always find sections that are free to visit. Then, nearby, you will find paid sections, which means that you must pay to rent an umbrella or sunbed. We particularly loved this beach and ended up spending the entire afternoon there, followed by a seafood dinner and sunset. Restaurants in busy beach areas tend to be more expensive, but they're still affordable. We are a family of 3 and ordered seafood dishes plus drinks for around $30. The next day, we experienced more of Albania's fine traffic and headed towards Porto Palermo. This stunning place is called Porto Palermo Beach, and in our opinion is one of the top 5 best beaches in Albania. As they say, no filter, and this is how perfect it really looks like in real life. If we're being honest, we are not fond of sand beaches, especially with a child. It's more annoying than it is enjoyable, so pebble beaches like this one are much better in our book. You'll notice other people who visit pebble or rocky beaches will also bring inflatable single mattresses to lay on, kind of a unique beach hack that actually really works. Next, we had to find something to eat and stumbled upon this humble beach shack. A snack of 1 fish, 1 salad, and 2 beers came out to around $15. After a healthy dose of beaches, we wanted a change of scenery and decided to check out the hilltop village of Upper Qeparo. Along the way up, we saw an off-roading tour group, which honestly is a great option if you don't want to drive in Albania. We reached the center of the village after a bumpy ride and parked the car so we could walk around. We found this cute restaurant that's also a hotel and ordered another snack of roasted veggies, stuffed pepper, and tarator yogurt sauce. It's back to business of finding another gorgeous beach. Scenes like this unfortunately tend to be normal when visiting popular beaches in Albania, but it's definitely not the whole picture. Although Lofofa Beach definitely has more trash than the other beaches that we visited, the majority of it is still really lovely. However, in the parking lot, we spotted a couple of misfits horsing around. More wildlife presented itself when a group of goats blocked our drive back home. But no complaints on our end because we always enjoy seeing goats and hope to even have some of our own one day. The next day, we found a spot on Google Maps that looked like it would be a great beach. The road was clearly unpaved and a bit bumpy, but manageable if you have the right cart to handle it. We left our car at the top of the beach and started to walk down, and honestly couldn't believe how amazing the view looked. This is a completely wild beach with no bars, no cafes, no facilities, nothing. A lot of people chose to camp at the top in camper vans, but there were also a lot of visitors who hiked there. The color of the water was just so dreamy, and the scene didn't even look like something you'd find in Europe. This beach definitely makes the top 3 best beaches in Albania for us. All good things must come to an end, but there's still more to see in the next episode of our Albanian Riviera road trip.